was in a paid community for 11 months. I asked 5 questions in there. Some of them I even asked twice. I never got an answer to a single one. Here's the part that stayed with me. I asked for help in a room I paid to be in and nobody answered. And somewhere in those 11 months, I stopped assuming the room was the problem. Then I started thinking I was the problem. It took me a long time to understand what that silence was actually telling me. And if you have ever posted a question somewhere you paid to be and watched nothing come back, this is the part I want you to hear, because what you decided about yourself in that silence was wrong. If you're a woman over 40 building something real and you're tired of being handed more content when what you actually needed was a person, subscribe to this channel. That is the whole reason this channel exists. Here's how it usually goes. You join something. Maybe you paid a lot for it, maybe a little. Either way, it was real money and you thought about it before you even spent it. And in the beginning, you were so excited. You went through the welcome video. You introduced yourself in the thread. You had that feeling of finally, I'm not doing this by myself anymore. Then you got stuck on something. So you asked. You typed up your question and you probably rewrote it once before you posted it because you wanted it to sound like a good question. And nothing came back. A couple of days went by. You told yourself people are busy. That's a fair thing to tell yourself. So you asked again, shorter this time, easier to answer, and still nothing. Here's the part nobody talks about. You did not get angry. You got quiet. You stopped asking. Then you stopped commenting. Then you stopped opening the app at all. And at some point in there, without ever deciding it out loud, you landing on an explanation. The question was too basic, or you were being needy, or everybody else already knew this and you were the only one who didn't. You were in that room. You paid to be in that room. And you still ended up managing it by yourself. And the part that still gets me is that you probably decided it was your fault. And I want you to know you're all wrong about that. The advice out there is written for the person running the community. How to get engagement up. How to write better prompts. How to fix a quiet room. Nobody writes for that woman who paid, asked one question, got nothing back, and decided the problem was her. I was that woman. The problem was not her. Now, you have probably watched a lot of videos about feeling overwhelmed. I make some of them myself. But this thing is different, and I want to name why, because for a long time, I could not. Overwhelm is about volume. Too much on the list, too many decisions, too many things wanting your attention at once. That is real, and that is heavy. This is not that. This is what happens when you reached out and nothing reached back. Think about what you were actually doing when you posted that question. You were not asking for information. You could have gotten information anywhere. You were asking whether anybody in there could see you. And the silence answered a much bigger question than the one you asked. Here is what that silence actually cost you. It was not the money. I know it feels like it was the money because the money is the part you can't count, right? But go back to the last time you saw something you wanted to join. A program, a membership, anything with people in it. And notice what happened in your body before you even looked at the price. You hesitated. Not because you couldn't afford it, because some part of you was already bracing to be the woman posting into a room that does not answer again. That is the real cost. It is not your credit card statement. It is the fact that you are now a little bit slower to hope. And I want to say this clearly because I do not think anybody has said it to you. That hesitation is not a flaw in you. It is not you being negative or difficult or hard to help. It is information. You learn something true and you adjust it. That is what a smart woman does. The problem was never that you asked. The problem is that you were in a room where asking did not work. So the fix is not to stop asking. The fix is understanding what that room was actually missing. Here's the part that took me 11 months to see. That community was not empty. It had a library, it had modules, it had replays and worksheets, and a resource section I never got to the bottom of. There was more material in there than I could have gotten through in a year. I was not short on information, not for one single day. So when it was over, I had to ask myself an uncomfortable question. If everything I needed was technically in there, why did I get stuck and stay stuck? And then I remember what I actually did when I got stuck. I opened ChatGPT, not the community, not the course library. I went and asked an AI because I knew it would answer me. Sit with that for a second because it's telling. I paid real money for a room full of people, and when I needed help, I went somewhere quieter and more reliable. Not because AI is smarter than those women, but because AI was there. That is the whole thing. What was missing was not material, it was presence. I think about it like a piano lesson. I taught piano for years, and I could have handed a student a book and said, everything you need is in here. And I would have been telling the truth. The notes are all in there, the fingering is there, the whole method is printed on the page. But that is not why that piano student got better. She got better because once a week, at the same time, somebody sat next to her while she played it wrong. Somebody heard the part where she rushed. Somebody said, do that line again, slower. You see, the book never once said her name. That is the difference between content and support. Content is the book. Support is the person sitting beside the bench. And you already know which one you were missing because you had the book. You have a lot of books. What you did not have was somebody in the room who noticed you were there. So if you've been carrying the idea that you are hard to help, I want you to put that down. You are not hard to help. You were in a room that was not set up to help you. Those are two completely different problems, and only one of them is yours to fix. I want to tell you what I built instead because it came directly out of those 11 months. It's called Scale Without Noise. It's a free community on School for women building a business in the middle of real life. The whole thing is built around the part I did not have. It's a room where questions get taken seriously, and every week we co-work together in a session called Sip and Focus. You name your one thing, everybody else names theirs, and then we all work at the same time. It's quiet on purpose. Nobody's going to call on you. That's it. It's free. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. And if this is the kind of thing you want more of, go ahead and subscribe. I put out a video every week for women over 40 who are building something real without pretending life is not happening. One more thing before you go. There is a version of this that is not about a community at all. It is the loneliness that shows up when you are building something and nobody around you really understands what you're doing or why you are still doing it. I made a video about that and about how AI actually helps in a way I did not expect. It's called Why Women Over 40 Feel So Alone in Business. I'll put it right here. Go watch that one, and I'll see you in the next video.